I'm going to read a few excerpts from this article. It talks about a trade rumor that occurred last year, allegedly in which the Golden State Warriors would have acquired LeBron James through a trade. But this trade was allegedly nixed by LeBron James's super agent, Rich Paul. So here goes. It is believed that the Lakers would have reluctantly entertained trade conversations with the Warriors before last February trade deadline if James wanted them to seriously engage Golden State on a potential deal, Stein wrote. Yet league sources say that the reported talks between the teams at the time never got that far, in large part because James's agent, Rich Paul, was adamantly opposed to the idea of James swapping Southern California for Northern California. Sources say Paul implored both teams to scrap the concept despite some owner-to-owner dialogue between the Warriors' Joe Lacob and the Lakers' Jeanie Buss, and Green's determination to lobby James to push for a relocation to the Bay Area, largely because he wanted to insulate James from potential backlash over switching teams for the fourth time in his career. Okay, so what do I think about this? Do I think that this actually occurred? Yes, I do believe that the Lakers were probably trying to trade LeBron James last year and thought the Warriors probably would be a good fit for him since he would still be in California. He gets to play with Curry. You could sell him on the idea that he could potentially win another ring with Curry. Granted, I don't believe the Warriors would have won with LeBron, even if they were able to acquire him and send him there. But I think that they were trying to get rid of LeBron because it looked apparent from the start of the season that the Lakers were not going to do anything in the playoffs. And obviously, they didn't have any success in the playoffs this year, losing in round one to the Nuggets. But I think ultimately LeBron had the final say so. In this, I don't believe Rich Paul has power over LeBron. I just refuse to believe that because LeBron is a control freak. He likes to pull all the strings. He likes to have all the power. This is not a guy who gives up power to anybody in his group or within an organization. As we saw in Miami, the reason why he left was because they wouldn't let him run the team. So I just disagree with that. I think LeBron ultimately made this decision because he didn't want to leave the Lakers. He wants to be in LA for the rest of his life. He loves the area. He wants to be part of it. Plus, he's into Hollywood, making these documentaries, making these TV shows, producing movies down there. He wants to dedicate himself to all that once his career is over. So he's in LA for life now. That's the way I look at it. So I can't see him ever leaving. That's why I just didn't believe this at all, that he would have even entertained the idea of leaving. Just this guy wants to have his cake and eat it too. He wants to still win with the Lakers. He wants to somehow stack the deck in his favor like he always has throughout his career. And that's what he's angling for right now. I don't see him ever leaving the Lakers as much as Laker fans would probably want him gone. I know most of them do. I see this guy hoping and praying for some miracle in which the Lakers can get a farce trade that could set them up to win another championship. But I just don't see that happening on the horizon with what they have to offer in their assets. Just this team to win another championship would actually need a legit superstar to pair with Anthony Davis and LeBron James. That's how far off they are from ever contending again. They would need someone like a Giannis or a Jokic to join them. That's how far back they are, I believe, in contending. I just don't see it with any other types of players. They need a legit top five player to be put back in contention. But I think LeBron is in denial of this. He's delusional, so he's hoping somehow this miracle will happen. I think ultimately LeBron would like Curry to force his way to go to the Lakers, not the other way around. Now, do I ever see Curry leaving the Warriors? No, I just don't see him ever leaving the Warriors unless the Warriors want to get rid of him, but I don't think they will. I think Curry's going to stay there for the rest of his career. He's going to play his final years there. It's going to be like a Kobe Bryant type of situation. Granted, I think he'll be more productive than Kobe was during Kobe's final years of the Lakers, but he's not going to win anything with the Warriors. They're going to be a mediocre team that's going to struggle to get into the playoffs, a team that'll be making a few lottery appearances the next few years. But ultimately, I just don't see him leaving, especially when you factor in the money. The Warriors will pay him as much as he wants, the most any team can offer. So I think he's a Warrior lifer. But don't be surprised if LeBron tries to pull some strings, tries to convince him to go to the Lakers and force a trade, but I don't see that happening. So ultimately, LeBron is just not going to leave them. I'm sure this trade idea was entertained by his group, but LeBron made the final decision. I know his butt buddy Draymond wanted him in Golden State for sure, but I just think LeBron is just adamant of staying in LA for the rest of his career. So yeah, I'd say that he's not leaving. I'm sure we're going to hear more rumors in the next year or two because the Lakers are just not winning shit. So we will hear more rumors about him potentially forcing his way out to another team, but I just don't see LeBron going anywhere. I don't see him leaving. So yeah, Laker fans, you're stuck with this guy until he decides to finally stop playing. And with his HDH, it could be a while. You got to hope that he blows his ACL or Achilles or some shit so he can finally be gone. That's the way I look at it. You guys are stuck with him.